Welcome back, everybody. We have returned to our Ultimate General Civil War battle. I want to apologize really quickly in the future. I don't have a lot of time to make these videos, and I really try to get them out to you as much as I can. Obviously, work always comes first. Now, you might hear my, what you hear in the background, if you do hear it, you might not hear it at all, is my actual washing machine working its way around so that we can try to get Agrippa's clothes washed for work tomorrow. And in the meantime, I'm of course continuing, guys, the Battle of Gettysburg. A few things have happened. Well, you guys have basically been here for just about all of them. But obviously, one thing is we've captured Little Round Top, and I'm thinking we need more defenders here. We can't just leave Little Round Top untouched. But I see that the Union is starting to bust in here and get very, very close to us. Now, we're doing a great job with Barksdale, actually keeping the Union back, and also with our skirmishers. But we must continue this assault always. We've got to keep moving forward. We've got to try to take the south of Cemetery Ridge and really push the advantage here that we seem to have. We seem to be doing very, very well against the enemy here. I'm going to let Robertson get that volley off. Come on, Robertson. What's wrong with you, boy? If not, we're going to move Robertson over here to flank the enemy. It's sort of a double flank in a weird way. And we're also moving in with these guys. As you can see, we got to attack the Union from the north, and that is a huge advantage, as you guys could probably imagine. Smashing the Union from the north, we might be able to take South Cemetery Ridge and actually trap them between both of our lines of fire, and just imagine how devastating that would be for them. So I'm going to go ahead and actually take right and sort of wheel over here a bit. I kind of want to run with him, but we did that before, and you know, I've always said it, I always learn my lesson when I do, and that is, you really want to try to avoid running, especially when you've got plenty of time, and we do have plenty of time. So I am going to go for Burling with Wright and Wilcox. No, don't charge with Wright. I like that you're trying, but for God's sake, relax. We're, of course, moving with Mahone, Posey, a few other good boys over here to the actual area. I want to appreciate the very positive response to our last video, and of course, we need you to keep that up, guys. Every single positive response you get really helps. Let's move forward over here. We got more Union coming in from the right side. That is a cause for concern, of course, and definitely a cause for concern, especially since it looks like they've charged Sems, and they are charging us on our left side with Carr and Ward. Flanking fire on Barksdale, even though he's got that beautiful position in the woods. I don't know how long he can deal with Cross hitting him here, so I'm going to charge with Kershaw, because at this point we've got the Union trapped, and if we could turn this around, we'd have to turn around our entire line. But this could be a chance to really push the Union and push them hard, and make sure that we have this area completely under our control. Of course, I don't want to lose Little Round Top. That would be a major mistake. So I'm going to try to move these cannons a little closer, just a little bit closer. I'm going to try to take Wofford and get him to climb this great big old hill. He's managed to make Brewster fall back. We'll get some supplies up there too, but it definitely looks like they are going for Little Round Top, maybe trying to flank us. They probably see what we're going for here. And actually, maybe we move back with Robertson and keep firing in their flanks, because there's a lot of them here. Let's move Anderson forward as well. And yeah, we're going to keep that fire up at this point. We cannot stop. This is just getting crazy, truly crazy. But look at that. We're contesting Cemetery Ridge. I'm going to try to kill General Hancock. Obviously, getting him off the field would be a huge advantage for our troops. So that's exactly what we're going to try to do here, guys. We're going to move forward with our men, try to smash General Hancock. Zook is marching towards us as quickly as he can. Tiny little Zook there with a small force. And we've also got these men here, which I'm going to bring in and try to flank the enemy here. Dan Sickles and his men. We're getting some pretty good shots on them, but they're also, it's almost like a double encirclement. We're encircling them, they're encircling us. It's getting just crazy. Also want to move Lane up a little closer here, get into a more advantageous position, and continue to fight the enemy. It definitely looks like Sems is going to get charged again. All we can really do is get these cannons here, I think, and try to.
Sorry, guys, it's actually quite funny.
Neighbor came by instead of being a little too loud, a little embarrassed. But what can you do when you live in a tinier place? You encounter these issues. So I've actually moved to the back of my tiny apartment. I'm hoping this is going to improve things. If not, just going to have to explain to them tomorrow that I'm very, very sorry. So here we go, guys. We're going to move forward on Dan Sickles and these boys, and we have taken this position. So I really think it's important to sort of start to restructure our army and smash into guys like Zook and the rest of Slocum's men who are moving over here. It looks like Benning and Law are doing a great job, but look at that. They're already trying to move up here and take our position at Little Round Top, and I anticipated this possibly happening. we may need to move some of our men like Anderson, some of the bigger brigades, into Little Round Top to try and secure it. Of course, we'll keep moving south with Wilcox, keep moving south with Wright. I might even take some guys out of Wilcox Brigade here, a few skirmishers, and just start hitting that group of artillery. Brigadier General William Wofford is killed. That is a major loss, of course, losing William Wofford. He has fought so hard to hold this area. Look at how hard we're hitting Schweitzer here. Nonetheless, the enemy is definitely moving forward. I think they realize if we can't grab this position, well, at the very least, we can try to grab the rest of the Confederate positions. So we are going to try to get up there on Little Round Top and at least try to make contact with the enemy very, very quickly, because it looks like the battle in the center has completely ended. The enemy is basically, well, they're running. They're not interested in continuing this fight, and who can blame them? So we're going to move down here as quickly as possible, keep firing on Ward. Look at that route. That was a quick route, but not going to make much of a difference if they get Schweitzer up here. So we're definitely trying to hold two major positions at once, and it ain't easy, boys. Let me tell you, it ain't easy. In fact, I'm going to try to kill Dan Sickles here. Killing Dan Sickles would really improve our chances at winning this battle, as you could probably imagine. But Ward is going to have to take a few more hits before that occurs. And Semmes over here, God bless him, he has been doing his best to keep the enemy away. And of course, Eshelman and his men are about to get off a nice canister shot on the enemy, on Kelly. Not many men there, but when you're talking about trying to take an artillery position, it could be more than enough men. So we're definitely going to keep moving these guys forward, and Wilcox as well. We're going to take Wilcox skirmishers, and I'm going to continue trying to hit that enemy artillery group, and I'm going to go into the woods to do it. I think skirmishers probably perform better in the woods anyway. I can't tell you guys enough just how important it is to share these videos with your friends if you enjoy this kind of thing, and if you enjoy military history and particularly strategy games. You know, we're really trying to make this channel just massive, to the point that you know, it's just so huge that we don't need to ask for subscribers anymore. I like how I keep saying we, but really it's just me, so I don't have to ask for subscribers anymore. Now this is a point of contention, definitely a cause for concern. Just took this beautiful position. Now, since we're sending a lot of boys over to Little Round Top, we're starting to lose some control over this area, and they're starting to send their men here. Some really good AI in this area, and actually they get some pretty good defensive bonuses being by this house. 50%, it's not incredible, but you know, it's good enough to worry about for sure. So there we go, look at that, a tremendous amount of enemies retreating. Look at all those blue coats, those Federals on the ground. I think our boys are doing a pretty good job at keeping them back, but might be time to bring Anderson back down and smash into Weed and the rest of his friends. Now there we go, Stannard's brigade is reinforcing there at Cemetery Ridge, and this is what we didn't want to happen, because Stannard could easily send us back, send us retreating. I'm going to move Kershaw up. It looks like McDougal is going to rout. They've still got Fisher, they've still got plenty of men to hold this line. I'm going to try to see if Henry can fire at Weed. Anderson, of course, is coming down the hill to try and make a difference here, but we really are rotating our men left and right just to get the best position to win the battle. So here we go, Kershaw. Come on, son, you can do this. Can't let Stannard take this position. Posey, fire at Zook. I don't care if he's only got 255 men. It's 255 men that can make you run as fast as damn possible. There we go, firing at Sykes. Actually, I like that Robertson is trying to get a nice shot there. I'm actually going to detach, create a skirmisher division to follow Sykes and follow the rest of these retreating Yankees, see if we can't take them out. If we can't take them out, I'm more than happy to fire on McCandless and Fisher as well, and just see if we can break them. But we've got to worry about Stannard's division getting way too close. That's why Kershaw is moving up here, and he's going to go ahead and give them the fight. Let's see what's going on over here. I haven't really been paying attention, but it looks like Benning and Barksdale are getting a great shot at Schweitzer. I'd love to capture this supply wagon, and we've got Law here trying to keep the artillery at bay, or trying to destroy the Union artillery, but it ain't easy, to put it simply. I'm going to have Law charge, and with 31%, I don't know if he's going to make it. 31% condition, I might go ahead and have him stop and just fire. I mean, a nice volley of fire is going to be strong, and look at this, Pender's division is ready to attack. We've got Pender arriving, guys. This is exciting. I mean, if we can get Pender here, it's really going to improve our odds, and he is definitely on the way. What's this, Cable? Basically just left Cable all the way back here. That's not very nice, is it? Now, Pender, I don't know if he's going to bring many men to the fight, but basically as many as we can bring are going to help. Stannard's running. We still are holding Cemetery Ridge, And if we can keep this up, it's going to be amazing. It looks like our skirmishers are slowly but surely running out of ammunition. And that's definitely a cause for concern. I'm going to move Kershaw over here to deal with Ruger. And Barksdale, I think with Barksdale, we're just going to have to just try our best with him. I am going to move Anderson here to open up fire on the candles and just try to crack him in two. And there we go. It looks like Robertson's skirmishers were good enough to do that. Really great job. Let's get McCandless into the woods because I'm not going to tangle with them cannons. Looks like Law's done enough, and he has not had the best of luck. We're actually going to charge Sems here. I mean, at this point, I think we might even be able to capture Sems. But if he's going to run off the field like he just did there, hey, by all means, get the hell out of here. Put these guys over here by the town. We've got to try to get some supplies to them, and we do have a supply wagon. So I'm going to send the supply wagon down here. So far, we are holding Little Round Top. But as you can see, a few divisions retreating there. Bring Wright and Wilcox down. And Wilcox skirmishers are firing, which is awesome. And look at that. We are definitely getting some reinforcements. I like to see that a lot. I'm going to bring them immediately to Cemetery Ridge. Hopefully, we have enough here to hold the areas before the time runs out. That would be ideal, of course, but you rarely get ideal in situations like this. And I can't tell if these Union men are retreating or charging us. I think they're retreating, but they're retreating awfully close to the Round Tops, and I don't like that. And I guess the madness of this battle up Gettysburg is so intense. Admittedly, it was a crazy battle. I think the highest casualties in all the Civil War. Makes sense why these guys are so absolutely shell-shocked that they're going to run right past us. So I'm going to bring Wofford down the hill out of cover a little bit, and this is just to get some nice flanking shots on Brewster. Unfortunately, General Wofford has been killed in this battle, but hopefully his men can what's the word I'm looking for here? They can avenge their commander. I think that's the idea. So we have routed Ward, which is pretty great. I'm going to have a right focus on Carr here. We're going to move Ward into the woods as best we can. And Wofford is going to keep firing. And one great thing, look at that route. Unbelievable flanking shot. Look at all them veterans. One great thing about Wofford being in this position is just the flanking shots. I mean, we're getting amazing flanking shots here. And I can't say that enough, but look at that. Look at what we have coming. These Union boys, as soon as we hold a position and we think we're doing great, they show up. And they make our lives a living hell. I'm going to take Barksdale and Law, try to get rid of this artillery, but I think we should probably focus most of our fire here on Sedgwick and the rest of the Union. Yeah, it's not going to be easy. I'll be the first to say it. It's not going to be easy. Definitely going to move Wofford into the woods over here. We've got Mahone, and he is strong, but I don't think he's strong enough to take on that many Union boys. Let's see what's going on over here. Hopefully, them reinforcements are on the way. Oh, that's my laundry finishing. God bless. So here we go, guys. Definitely trying to smash Stannard. He's kind of just pain in the ass right now because we really need these reinforcements at Little Round Top like right now. So I'm going to try to just absolutely destroy him with a volley here. Obviously, we got plenty of guys over there at Cemetery Hill to hold the line, but that's what I want to see. I want to see him rout. I want to see him run for cover a little bit. And now, of course, we'll move the rest of our boys up here as quickly as we can. Looks like we're holding Cemetery Ridge all right, but in terms of holding Little Round Top, that's a whole different monster. Come on, Ward. Get the hell out of here. We're going to move a few men up here to deal with Sedgwick and his reinforcements. One of the things that the Union is doing, one of the mistakes they're making, one of the few mistakes they're making, is grouping their men together so close that we're getting some pretty amazing shots on them. So I'm going to move Alexander here. I'm going to move Eshelman here. That's right, we're moving the artillery to the other side of the hill now. Look how quickly that changed, and maybe we can even take out this artillery unit Wofford and not worry about Union artillery blasting at our flanks. Tompkins, you shouldn't have come up the hill so fast. How the hell did you get up there before men that are just walking? I mean, goodness sake, you are definitely crazy. Here we go. Those cannons ready to fire downhill. Got Mahone absolutely ready to fire. And it looks like we already made one of their artillery pieces retreat, so I'm going to keep up the pressure with Barksdale and his skirmishers. And over here, we seem to be doing great. I mean, Cemetery Hill I'm not even too concerned about, but what I am concerned about is getting guys like Barksdale and the rest of these reinforcements up that damn hill now. They need to move. They need to move yesterday. I'm going to actually ignore the artillery fire for now. Look at that. Wilcox took it upon himself to charge Trobriand here. He's going to be flanked, and he's probably going to run pretty damn fast. But good show by Wilcox. Good show indeed. I need you on top of the hill, son. You're doing a great job. Here we go. Hope these cannons are worth what I paid for them. Well, we need that canister shot now, son. Right on Shaler. Let's do it, boys. Train for this. Let's give it to him. Boom! That's what I'm talking about. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, he might not run, but that sure as hell scared the hell out of his men and just blasted, you know, a bunch of giant shotgun shells, essentially, flying through that regiment. Unfortunately, Shaler helped, but I like to think we're doing all right, all things considered. So I'm actually going to move Wofford over here. I was going to think of detaching some skirmishers from Wofford. It seems like we're in the woods here. I am going to do that, try to get Sedgwick. If we can get one more canister shot on this guy, he's out of here. There we go. Get off our hill. Get off our hill, Shaler. That's exactly what I want to see. Good up, boys. And this is a monumental, historic, heroic defense. But the enemy might just have too many men for us to deal with. See if Alexander, he's about to run. Despite having 507 men there, there's just too much incoming fire there. So I'm hoping that Grant, yes, Grant himself can be held back by Mahone. And right now, Mahone's doing a great job. Come on, Mahone. Rock yourself into the history books now, son. Let's get Perrin over here. He's going to be kind of a reinforcing unit. And, of course, we don't want to forget about Cemetery Hill. We've got some serious ammo problems. I'm going to try to get the supply wagon there now because we need ammo bad. It looks like Fisher's going to try to charge Posey. I'll charge. I'll countercharge. Hell, 634 against 1184. I think we can do this. We don't have any ammo anyway, so we might as well. We need that supply wagon there quickly. This is probably one battle where I've had to manage supplies more than any other battle so far, which is pretty exciting and terrifying at the same exact time, if that makes sense. Wright's dealing with Bartlett. Of course, we'll bring Wofford forward with the skirmishers. Now, I hate this wilderness-style combat because it's so hard to determine who's got the edge. You know, the rounds are smashing off trees. We've got a whole other group of Union boys over here. I even want to take Wofford and put them over here in this defensive formation. If I can, definitely going to take Wilcox and try to cause some panic here among the enemy. Let's see where our supply wagon is. Come on, son. Stop there. Beautiful. Just stop. Get our boys ammo. Posey is charged. He's continuing the charge. Look at that. Look at Posey, guys. He is making Day and Fisher run like dogs at this point. Unfortunately, we are getting flanked, and our men are getting exhausted, but damn, did he do a good job with very little ammo. Just an amazing shot there. He's going to have to fall back. In fact, I'll have him fall back. We're definitely getting those supplies out to the men. I'm going to move up here to Kershaw. I think they've got enough ammunition to last them a little while longer. Kershaw's got a lot to deal with. And I said this in many other fights, but I think that, you know, even though when we're out of ammunition, the guys can still occasionally fire, although at a much slower rate, because they're picking up cartridges that have been dropped by dead men. It's the only thing I can think of, and it's probably something that happened a lot during the war. As far as I know, both armies used the M1855 rifle, or a lot of them did, and just about everybody had mini balls. I would suspect that they probably could use each other's ammunition. That's probably exactly what's happening, and if not, they could use their brother's ammunition. So let's go ahead and grab all we've got. Look at all those dead cannons. We've managed to get the cannons off our backs. Now we're going to take and flank the enemy, and even though it's only a few, maybe 1,100 men altogether, maybe we can really, really cause some panic here among the enemy, getting shot at from multiple locations. They're doing everything they can to take this hill. They are desperate to take back Little Round Top. Yeah, that's going to be a rout by Bartlett. Another route there by Bartlett. 2 routes? How does that happen? I don't even know. But we're going to try to get Wright over here. And I'll actually have Wright run for once. Their condition's pretty good. And we need to get them, obviously, in this position as quickly as possible. We still got some supplies here. I want to make sure they're evenly being distributed. There we go. Shaler's getting some nice shots. I think we've got everything we can possibly have. I mean, you can just see the dead Union there. Looks like they're not even trying to attack Cemetery Ridge anymore. They've pretty much given up. And Longstreet, we've got to thank Longstreet for that, as of course, all the men that have fought alongside him. If we can hold this position, guys, it's going to be amazing. Obviously, we've lost plenty of men, too. It's not just a Union loss here. We have definitely taken some hits, but this flanking attack here is working. And Grant, of course, he's going to try to hold his ground to the very end. But I like Wright's positioning here. Let's see what these boys on the left are doing. We can't watch every single position at once. And Wofford's skirmishers are out of ammo. I'm going to move them over here in the supply wagon. Unbelievable. Ooh, I just saw a few rounds fly by there. Alright, Grant's going to pull back too. I think he's realized the futility here. And I'm not sure if it's just me. It could just be I'm staring at a screen too long every day. But it does look like it's getting darker. Like it's turning to nighttime. So perhaps we're moving into day 3 of the battle. We can hold on to this position. I don't know, guys. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. But that's the feeling I'm getting. Robertson over here. Not too worried about Weed anymore. He's 693 men. He's not going to really affect us. And obviously Anderson, he's got more than enough men to repel him if need be. There we go, empty. Well, that's why we've got some beautiful supplies for y'all. Relax and just wait for the supplies. Jerry Little, even he deserves, I don't know what the Confederate equivalent of the Medal of Honor is, but it's one of the few times where I think a supply wagon deserves the Medal of Honor. If not for him, these guys would be out of ammo at this point after all those shots fired, and we would be in a mess of trouble. As it looks right now, it looks like the mission time is running out, and we have both locations. That's really good news for us. We also have this big red wave right down the center. Union is kind of just panicking, as you can see, kind of running all over the place. Although they have gotten on Wright's flank, I don't like that. They've gotten on Wright's right. I know, worst pun ever. Victory at Gettysburg. Holy hell, boys, I couldn't believe it. Unbelievable, unbelievable. The total number of casualties, 36,962 Union, 15,235 Confederates. We just about did everything we could. Unbelievable. Pettigrew, Posey, and Robertson, the top 3 kills. 2,897 per Pettigrew, and officers down. Well, let's take a look. I mean, deceased William Wofford, of course, the Brigadier General. He looks to be, I guess we would name the battle after him, the Battle of Woffordston, because he was probably the biggest general to go down. We actually managed to get a lot of guys promoted, and, you know, unbelievably, Wofford was the only dead man. Of course, Henry Heth was badly wounded, a major general, ahead of Wofford, of course, but hopefully he'll recover in the field hospital. I hope you guys enjoyed the battle. I mean, that was so exciting, and we got a victory at Gettysburg. I mean, unbelievable. Hope you guys have watched this entire video, and if you have, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, which I sure as hell hope you have, and have an awesome, awesome day.